the latest in the battle for North Carolina's final Supreme Court seat, Justice Allison Riggs and the State Board of Elections are appealing a recent appeals court decision.
That panel ruled around 65,000 people will have 15 days to fix errors on their ballots that Riggs' opponent, Judge Jefferson Griffin, is protesting. But that ruling has been paused for now. Tonight, News 13's Justin Berger joins us in studio after talking with impacted voters and our political analyst. Justin?
Tammy, this is the only race from November still undecided, and we're still not exactly clear where that finish line is. If this protest and back and forth appeals process confuses you, I promise you're not alone.
It's ticking me off.
Rutherford County is home for Carolyn Young. She doesn't miss an opportunity to vote.
And I believe that I have voted in every election since 2006.
This year, Young and her husband, who has a seizure disorder, voted early from their car. She says they checked to make sure everything was correct on the State Board of Elections website before they voted and brought proper documentation to vote. She was under the impression her experience was just like any other year. It wasn't. She is one of 60,273 whose registration is incomplete, according to Jefferson Griffin.
They told me that it was only the vote for the Supreme Court. So how can they say your vote counts for everything else, but not for this particular race?
If you are going to throw out these votes for one election, why would you not throw them out for every election that that person voted for?
Yeah, the reason is because those elections are officially over. So there is a day where the State Board of Elections essentially closes the book on the election and says, okay, we're done. They didn't do that on this one because the court told them that they couldn't.
Griffin is protesting across three categories. Missing Social Security and driver's license numbers are the largest piece of the puzzle, accounting for about 60 of the 66,000 voters in question. More than 5,000 are UOCAVA voters, residents voting overseas like military personnel or students studying abroad who did not send a copy of their ID. The third grouping, only a few hundred voters, are referred to as never residents, Americans by birth who have never actually lived in the state.
The never resident folks come from all counties. The people with incomplete registration information come from all counties. The UOCAVA people with no ID only come from 4 counties. Not coincidentally, those tend to be 4 of the more Democratic counties in the state.
Buncombe County has 1,096 UOCAVA voters, about 20% of the total. The 3 others are Durham, Forsyth, and Guilford, some of the bluer counties in the state. Griffin is a Republican.
It seems very unfair and not very democratic.
Republicans are saying this is an election integrity issue, and Democrats are saying Republicans are stealing the election. Yeah. What's the answer?
Yeah, I think the answer is probably to some degree in the eye of the beholder. I will say, I've never seen anything like this. This is not normal.
The ruling allows for UOCAVA voters and those with incomplete registrations to cure or fix those errors if that period ever begins. Under this appeals court ruling, never residents' votes will be tossed out. There are several more appeals that still could take place after this ruling, and Cooper believes ultimately the decision could be left to the United States Supreme Court.